Guru. Good morning, Danielle. So we got a couple of low floats on the scans today. ATNF, IFRX, FRGT, um, LMNL, and this one's a little bit higher float, but BURU. Let's go ahead and look through the news on some of these. So I'll flip this over here. So starting with ATNF, looks like its last news was last month. They got they appointed 2 new people to the board of directors. And they announced a presentation at the Gordon Conference in February. They had somebody resign as COO, and not seeing much else news even into last year. Okay, let's look at IFRX. Okay, traders digest economic data amid recession fears as U.S. equity futures waver pre-market. Why chicken soup for the soul? Entertainment shares are trading higher. Okay, so what has this company been doing? They have a treatment for COVID-19. Patients receive U.S. FDA emergency use approval. That was back. Oh, that was this month, yesterday. That news came out. That's okay. Let's see. Anything else other than COVID-19? Not that I'm seeing here. Okay, IFRX, kind of weak catalyst on those first two. Let's go to FRGT. Freight technology shares are trading higher after company reported the highest monthly increase in new clients since FR8's app platform inception. Okay. So they got earnings. I mean, that's a little bit better than the first two, ATNF and IFRX. But it's right at $2. I don't know how risky that is. Let's look at it here. Okay, yeah, had a nice little bump up out of the $1.70 range up here to the 250s. But we'll have to see if it wants to hold up. Very close, only up 19%, and it is competing with some of these higher movers here that we're going to get to. LMNL is the next one. Lima or Liminal Bioscience shares trading higher after Thumbvest or Tumvest submitted an unsolicited non-binding transaction proposal to acquire them. So there's a proposal to buy them out. Okay, offers to buy outstanding shares. Okay, so that looks like a buyout. We'll see how that does. I don't know who Tumvest is. Let me go look that up. Tumvest. Okay, Tumvest is a group and of investment companies which make investments on behalf of Peter Thompson and his family for more than 25 years. Okay, so it's an investment company trying to buy that company. Okay. So a little bit of weak news here on Wednesday. Buru, I guess that's how you would say that. New Buru shares trading higher after company announced it has been selected by the U.S. Department of Defense for a position on multiple award indefinite delivery indefinite quantity contract for high energy. Okay, that sounds a little bit better. That's probably why it's up 126%. So getting that news and a big move out of, let me make this a little bit bigger. Moved up from the $3 all the way up to a high of 8, almost 850. Okay, okay. A lot of range. We'll see how that opens up. But as of right now, that's looks like the best news on the day. It just needs to get a little bit more volume. But these ranges are looking good. This candle right here moved from the 550, 549 up here to the 634. This is some range right here. But we need that volume. Where is that volume? Definitely got range. FRGT going under $2 there, falling. Competition is coming on up the board now. Look like more and more people are seeing the news on BURU. So up 128% in pre-market. I believe that's going to probably be the one to watch. ATNF, IFRX, and everything above it, the news just isn't there. Anyway, let's look at some levels here on Buru. Come out here to TOS. And okay, so Buru is down here at 2 something. Had a previous level that it had consolidated around at the 350s. Broke out or gapped over this level of the 581. Donnell says Buru resistance at 7. Yeah. Well, at 7. On the daily chart, I don't see clear resistance there, but there might be some. But looks like the next level is the 913s up here, where it recently consolidated, or maybe the bottom of this consolidation, 750. So 750 may be that resistance point on the daily chart. I don't know about 7, but I'm gonna work my way down. Maybe I'll see what you're seeing on a lower time frame. Let's see. We can get rid of this one. We don't want it to come back down all the way to $4. Definitely maybe a hold point on this 586 if it comes down that low, but looking like it's pressing towards this previous consolidation right here. Breaking over 750s and maybe getting up to this 925-ish level, but we'll have to see. Let's jump over here to lower time frames on Buru, and this is the 4-hour chart that we're looking at here. Zooming back, so it's the same thing here. We can see on the 4-hour chart. Let me get that support level. Previous support level, we had it at the 6, and so it's coming back down and bouncing here on the 6. Has this high up here of like this consolidation here, resistance, and then I'll call this bottom side resistance as well right here. So we'll see if it can get back up there. So I can kind of see 750 on this one too. About that 750. Now, the way that I do support and resistance, if it is resistance, I want to see it be a previous bottom of consolidation somewhere. That's what I'm looking for support and resistance. Like this support down here is previous consolidation in this area right here where it tested this level. From the 6 down here to the 514. That's what I'm looking for support and resistance. I want to see tested levels of consolidation. And so that will be a little bit of support right there. 525 up to this right under the 6, 575. Let's go to a lower time frame here of the 60 minutes. So this is the hour. It's probably gonna look pretty much the same. And let's see. Yeah, let's see. This is $7. No. But just based on the daily, or based on the 15-minute, we can definitely see this clear top resistance with lower highs being formed. And we'll see what kind of action they get out of that. Daniel said there's a hidden seller in pre-market. Hidden seller? I don't know. With it being up 126%, I don't know. It's got the best news on the day. It might get pushed into their nose. I would be scared to short this one straight out of the open. We'll have to see what that volume's talking about, though. Oh, yesterday I did take one trade. It was kind of a I saw this trade. It had a lot of competition on the board, but I still took the trade anyway. It was BFRG. I took the trade and I took it on smaller size. I took two trades on this one. One was a 400 share position. One was like a 561. And so this thing came down and was holding this level of the 552s here on the 4 hour for support. And I was like, man, if this thing can hold above 552 and get those sixes up there, I would be very interested. So my first trade on this one, I got in at 602 off the 6. And I was like, okay, can this thing get up? It got up immediately and I was up and I was like, ooh, maybe it'll keep going. So I held and I didn't take profit. Dumb. So I lost $40 on that first trade. 400 shares, $40 is what, 10 cents? But I was like, oh well. Then, or wait, is that right? Yeah, I think it's $40. Yeah, lost $40. Then I got back in after I saw this hold here. Whoops. I got back in. I saw this hold the right under the 575s. Right there. And it started coming up a little bit fast and I was market ordering in. So I got filled a little bit higher than I wanted. I might need to switch over to limit orders, but limit orders just take so long. You got to type in the number and all of that. I could set hotkeys for limit buy, but I don't really use my buy hotkeys. I only have hotkeys for selling. So I didn't have any. And plus, no, I wasn't even here. I was out in the office and I was trading. So, I didn't have any hotkeys with me. But yeah, took that trade. I had an average price of 619. It popped all the way back up here on that 561 shares up here to the 651s. Now I was taking off because I didn't know if it was gonna hold. So it was from 619 up to the 650s, which is about 40 cents. And I was up quite a bit on those 500 something shares. And I was like, man, I think this thing can continue. So I took 100 off up here at this I think it was around like 630ish. I took 100 off because I kind of was like, I don't know if it's gonna go. So I was holding 461 shares and it started coming down and I was like, and it started doing pops down and it made me nervous. I was like, ooh, I don't like this. And so every time it reclaimed that 630, I was taking a little bit, taking a little bit, taking a little bit, because it would not push. I mean, if it's gonna go, it's gonna go. And so I just kept taking, and then it had a large snap down. And so I went ahead and took the profit. It wasn't a crazy profit. I was up quite a bit. I was up like around like 200 up to the top, but I was greedy, of course. And I did not take that 200 because I had a problem with taking $200 worth of profit. And I was talking to Donnell in the Discord about my problem with taking profit. I see the profit. I'm up 200 and it's like maybe it can go a little bit higher. And then I set my stop at my what I want out of the trade, which was $100, but I got slippage on that dump. So I was like, oh well, whatever. It's still a green trade. Still profit in the bag, but I should have took the profit. sometimes I'm sometimes I take early and it continues to go and I'm like, no. But with the environment that we had yesterday, we had so much competition on the board against it. I should have took the profit the first time. I just got, greedy, man. Greedy, greedy. I did not I left money on the table, but I didn't leave all the money. Anyway, back over here to Buru is looking like it's got the best news on the day. ATNF and IFRX, I think is going to have a very hard time competing with Buru today if it starts to get more volume. The only one you trust is IFRX. Why? Why? Why, Lori? Buru. Did you not see Buru's news? Buru's got the news. Buru. Let me pull up that news again. All right, so this is what they got. New Buru shares are trading higher after the company announced it has been selected by U.S. Department of Defense for a position on the multiple award indefinite delivery and indefinite quantity contract for high energy. Now we know oil and OPEC have been coming up. Oil was at $65. It is now sitting at $80 over here on TOS. And this is a high energy contract. So we are in a environment that supports energy. And so I'm thinking BURU is going to be the one. But I may be 100% wrong and Lori may beat me out. So we'll see. IFRX, on the other hand, let's pull that news. IFRX. Let's see. Life Science, IFRX, FDA, emergency COVID antibody. Okay. I have COVID antibodies, so I can give them to somebody if anybody needs them. We'll see how that works out because COVID's been out for a while, and I think the idea around it is waning, has been waning since less and less people have been affected. So I don't know. We'll see. That one I do not trust. But BURU, I think it's going to be the one. Got the range. We're looking for two things. First of all, we're looking for the range and the volume. And then we're looking for what environment are we trading in? Are we trading in an environment that supports the thesis? So IFRX, ATNF, FRG. Wow, that thing really got down there, didn't it? LM, whatever. Yeah, BURU is my favorite out of the pre-market. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Lori says Barry will just stay halted. A maybe. Let me look at do any either one of them have shelf registrations out here? No shelf registration on that one. IFRX does, or that was from 2020, and it's not a automatic shelf, so that time I think has expired. Has it been 2 years? Yeah, yeah, that's expired. But yeah, definitely. Let's look at the other ones too. ATNF. Whoops. Oh man. ATNF. Shelf registration 2022. LMNL. Shelf registration. Those have expired. Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. We'll see though. Stocks are trying to cancel the recession. Wall Street isn't so sure. U.S. stocks, Wall Street, eyes subdued. Apple says more suppliers committing to renewable energy. Look at this. Apple says more suppliers committing to renewable energy. Okay. Um, U.S. stock Meta release. Whoa, why are you restarting, my boy? What is wrong with this page? Let's see if we stop blocking things. Will this page work correctly? Meta releases AI model that can identify items within images. Okay. Russia's barrel class. Oof, that is empty prompt threat shows empty promises of China's statement. FedEx targets 4 billion cost cuts by merging delivery networks. Gold extends its surge past 2,000. Ford confirms all 3 EVs plug-in hybrids eligible for U.S. subsidies packages. All right. We're going to see. But we'll see who wins this, Lori. We'll see who wins. IFRX does have the most volume on the day. It does have the most volume on the day, but I mean, for the news, for the catalyst though, for the catalyst, I'm thinking Buru's gonna blow past that thing, probably in the first 15 minutes. And if it doesn't, just be a no trade, you know. I burnt most of my capital yesterday though, taking those 2 trades. So whatever. Wednesday. Oh, is there any news supposed to be released today? Like Fed news today? I don't know. Fed masters see somewhat, blah blah blah. Federal Reserve, NBC. Any Fed news coming? Okay, Monday. What's today? The 5th. ADP employment, U.S. trade balance, S&P final, U.S. services PMI, and then ISM services. Okay. Thursday, initial jobless claims, continuing jobless claims, U.S. unemployment report, average hourly wages. Okay. What are they talking about? That inflation. Inflation hit rural, Hispanic, and Black people harder for one reason. Okay. Federal Reserve Board. Whoa. Federal Reserve Board news events. There's our guy. All right. Press releases. Federal Reserve Board fines Wells Fargo $67.8 million for inadequate oversight of sanctions. Wow, that was last month though. That's old. Anything this month? Welcoming remarks. Speech by Governor Cook. Calendar for this month. So we got commercial paper and selected interest rates at 4:15 today. We'll see what they've selected, or maybe not. They also have that same meeting tomorrow at 4:15, so I don't know. I don't know which one's gonna be. They may come out today and be like, "We haven't decided yet. We're still thinking." All right, IFRX continuing on up for the slam. If I was gonna short one this morning, it would definitely be IFRX. Bureau coming on down for some nice bounce entries. That support level that we drew earlier was right around this 550 level, and it also has a little bit at the 525 from this consolidation back here, but I don't know how well that consolidation will hold. So we'll see. We'll see. What? Oh no. Okay, I gotta get to that. All right. Oops. But I will get to it later. So where to short IFRX? Where, oh, where would we short? Let me see if I can see any levels over here on the daily. We have about 2 minutes to the open. All right, so it looks like it tried to do a gap fill here, 298 up to the 368. You know what? It's no point of doing any levels or anything. I think it's just going down. To be honest, I think it's just going down based on the environment we're in. Does the environment we're in support COVID news? Not really. Let's go, Boo Roo. Come on down to $5 where everybody buys you back up. Got 2 million shares traded. I'm thinking Buru's gonna get going and get up and active here. But Buru has to compete on the day. So right now, as per my rules, is anything doubling or tripling the volume of the stock that I am interested in? And the answer is yes. IFRX is doubling and almost tripling that volume. So this thing's got to get back in there and fight today on Buru. You got to see this thing start catching up and being some competition for some of these other low floats that are up. Here are the scans for the day as well. Looking at my top volume scanners, we got IFRX, ATNF, FRGT, Tesla, and PLTR top volume movers above $2. That's excluding the OTC stocks, so I will not see OTC stocks here on this scan. And then everything else. Now, these numbers here that are showing red and all of this, these have not started calculating. They start calculating at the open as to the percentage that it moves up or down. So don't worry about these. These will change. But yeah, let's sit back and watch the fireworks. Watch and see if Buru can get some more ignition, some more gas on it, or if IFRX is going to hold up, which I highly, highly doubt. I cannot reiterate that enough. I highly doubt it's going to hold up. Oh, IFRX top volume. Let's see what the top volume mover does on this morning. Will it present death? Is it standing out on the lake with a sickle? Will it be ferrying us to the Netherlands? I believe so. Let's go. Let's go. Buru holding up its little positive numbers here, only up not even 1% right now, but it is holding green for a little bit. We're gonna let the first couple of minutes play out. Let me jump over here to Buru real quick. Buru into a nice little dip, had a low here of the 534s right into this range, this buying area that I was pointing out earlier on that consolidation back here. But we'll see how that holds as well. Needs to compete on a day. Still getting its volume doubled and even tripled by FRX. So that's not good for us. Or that's not good for what we're looking for. What I'm looking for. IFRX with a little breakout, 550s, up 10%. Volume still doubling IFRX into halt. Let's see you, Buru. Can you catch up while IFRX is halting? They're giving you a chance, buddy. Get those feet to moving. All right, the other ones, let's see, ATNF. Much weaker catalyst. At least IFRX, I will say at least their catalyst means something. ATNF and FRGT just was kind of like weaker catalyst. And I highly doubt they're going to end up holding up $2. I think both of those are going to go down, but we'll see. These are just future predictions, not exact outlooks on the ticker. Tickers can do whatever they want, you know. They can get excited and they can take them to the moon, or, you know, take them to the grave. LMNL. Let me see if anything else is popping up. I'm gonna jump over here to the scans real quick. So now our percentage gains are calculating correctly. Now I have two different things. What I wanted to do is make it easier to just look at a scan and see what's going on in a stock. So I created this little gainer, and what this does is the same thing that's over here on Street Smart Edge. What it does change on the open. How much percentage is it holding, red or green on the day? Is it down? Is it up, or whatever? And then the next thing that I put over here was, is it above or below VWAP? So I just made it where it would say A for above VWAP, B for below average volume price. So I don't have to actually look at the chart to see what's going on in the stock. I just want to look over and be like, okay, is it down? Is it up? What all these questions that I have, it makes it a lot easier just to have it on the scan instead of having to pull up the chart. Anyway, Buru is getting up. Buru, while IFRX is halted, getting up to 4 million shares, trying to get up to 4 million shares. So it's getting over that point of being doubled by IFRX. We'll see if it can continue to hold this $6 here. Buru. Let's go, Buru. 619, 620s. This is on the 15-minute. Up 129%. So at this point, if you were to open up your scans, would IFRX be the number one thing your eyes hone into? Probably not. You'll probably be looking at this 130% mover. So let's see if people can get excited over here about this. Or is it going to be one of those wacky Wednesdays where nothing performs like it should? IFRX, let me see when it's unhalting. IFRX trade halts. IFRX halted at 931.37, so it should be unhalting in on the 36.37. Buru getting a little pushback. Still has not made it over the competition level. Even though IFRX has been halted, still not pushing up there. So we're going to have to, are people waiting for IFRX to open back up, or is Buru just weak? Is Buru just weak? So Buru going down here again to, let's see, still green on the 4-hour chart. For it to go red, it would need to break down the 525s pretty much. 525s or the body of this count is 550. You'll need to break down the 550s to go down red here. Only up 6% since the open. Nice, Donnell. Just playing around with this $6 here though. Just continue to play on Buru, holding that whole dollar resistance. And we'll see does it want to continue to play around here. I think what some people may be waiting on is for IFRX to open up. If this opens up a lot higher, people may look over here. But with Buru coming up the competition list, is catching up with the next mover, ATNF. It's got 5 million shares traded on it and holding right around that $6 level. They continue to try to get this thing down, but it is strong. All right, IFRX opened up, didn't go much higher. I think that is weakness. So we'll see Buru take its position. Buru is still getting doubled by IFRX's volume though, so still would not be a plausible trade for me. IFRX getting a little bit of pushback off of this high right over the 550s. What was this one? Okay, FRGT. I'm seeing one that is a lower price one. RNAS moving. RNAS up 35%. It's 45 cents though. Okay, but it is moving up. I don't know if it had any news on today for RNAS. Transcode Therapeutics, they had a offering and they canceled their offering. That was the news on RNAS. IFRX still trying to move up. Getting on up there, 12 million shares traded. Can they go ahead and take this thing below $5? Woo! Getting a little pump up there. Again, big short. Okay. Big short stepping in there off the 590. Almost got the $6. Buru still holding around the 575s. Has a low here of the 530s on the 15-minute. We can see that support here. Has a lot of buying pressure to push back against. So definitely showing strong showing out of the pre-market. There it is going red there, testing down that 525 level on Buru. Going red on the day. So now it's like, okay, now this thing continues to have double the volume that Buru has. Buru has to compete. IFRX has to fail for another try on Buru. Because Buru is going on down. Now, that doesn't mean that it's done for the day, but you know, where the attention is in the low flow is pretty much where everything's flowing. So IFRX holding up that 550. Lori, you might be right, Lori. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm sitting, I'm waiting, I'm watching. But this is only the beginning. So I haven't given up yet on Buru. But Buru is down to 513 now. So we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Buru getting itself doubled and tripled up there. Let's jump over here to the scans real quick. These are the scans that I'm looking at. These are my low float movers. These are the sub $2 stocks that are pulled up. And then these are the main volume stocks, and we can see IFRX is leading the way in volume, even out of all of the scans. Lori says, I like Buru to buy at bottom and ride up. Yeah, definitely. Buru's looking like something that could ride up. So this previous level, will it break down this consolidation that it had? And if it breaks this consolidation down, the next consolidation bottom is at 436. So looking at 436 is maybe the next catch point on that one. Let me go to support. And that's if it can compete on the day. But still doing its thing. But the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 15 minute are showing red. So I'm not too confident on that one to be popping back up. It's going to have to hold for a while. Arnaz continues to not reach the $6 in this first 15 minutes. I say Arnaz, no, IFRX. I'm gonna go ahead and remove Arnaz. I'm not too worried about that one. Just letting y'all know what's on the scans. This one isn't even in the competition on the day. Only 2 million shares with a 17 million share mover up there. Not even worth it. All right. ATNF gave back as well. I think ATNF, we've seen that one in the past give back profits, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I think I've seen that one before give back profits. And looking at this daily chart where it went up to 260 for some reason. But yeah, this one never holds up. All right, Buru down to the 519s. And like I said, when I see red on all the charts, I'm very reluctant to buy. I need to see some kind of either a nice buying wick where they're buying the price up off of a level, or something else to spur me to get in. But if I see all red, I'm waiting for candles to close, and I want to see some kind of buying pressure on the higher time frames first, like the 4 hour and the hour, before I'm committed on making an entry on the 15. But anyway, yeah, coming on down the bottom here. This wick was a 504 first test on Buru. 504, and we'll see how it holds that level during the day. And we can actually move this down. 504. 504. How does it want to hold that level there? Will it hold that level? All right. So we got a nice level there. Nice obvious level that if it comes back to, we'll see what kind of action comes at this level right above the fives. IFRX continues to push back up there to the 573. Still cannot get that 6 up there quite yet. 18 million shares traded, being chased down by Tesla right now. Tesla with 11 million shares, and then right behind Tesla is PLTR with 10 million shares. So a lot of competition in these top three: IFRX, Tesla, PLRT or TR, and then ATNF trying to break over the 10 million stretch. Yeah, but I don't trust Buru unless IFRX takes a hard fall, because what we see a lot of times on some of these days where there's news digestion, things that are holding VWAP, they'll come down to VWAP and continue to hold VWAP. So it's like, bro, come on, man, just give it up, just give it up. VWAP right now is at the 550. We'll see what kind, if it'll be a false breakdown and it'll continue to hold. That happens a lot, especially on these that have very strong upward movements. We'll just see. Will it continue to hold there, or just go flat on this 550 until it makes its next move upward? If it's gonna make a next move upward. Okay, so it's opening up there, 550. Testing. Buru. Let's see if it can go ahead and get through this this previous low. What is this test gonna look like? Is it gonna just slip through there? Looking like it is. Let's see. Now, I don't have the capital to trade today. Of course I trade after the first hour of the market, just to let things kind of play out and look for those entries afterwards. I kind of like when things slow down because I'm not looking for huge rips. I'm looking for to find the momentum and see where the play is going. I only need like 10 cents, 10, 15 cents. I'm good. FRGT, Buru. Yeah, these counters, these 15-minute counters have to close, man. You don't want this thing to come up here. Well, I guess it could test back up to VWAP at the 575, which would be a 40-cent test back up. You could put your bottom here at the 511s, and that could be your stop. But I mean, at this point, I don't know. With it being all red across all three, I don't know if it's gonna get up there for that test. It might go ahead and break down here. Because you got to think, if everybody's seeing the same thing, everybody's seeing this thing go down. I mean, are you just in hope mode for this thing to go up? I guess you could take a starter position, a small starter, very small, and just set your out right above the $5. But you could be patient and wait for the test of the $5 again since it's so close. All right, IFRX holding up that 550 so far, making a higher low on the 15-minute. And we'll see if that continues to hold there. Higher low. Tesla still getting a little bit of volume there. There's a little shove down through VWAP, the 550s. I don't know if it's a true VWAP break though. It may hang around this level for a while. All right, and then BURU will not seem to break down. The first candle had 3 million shares. Now, what I don't like is for volume to dry up under VWAP. If it's under VWAP and it just starts to dry up, just go away, and all the volume continues to force these other ones higher, I don't like that. And that's why I try to stay away from stocks if something else in the environment is doubling or tripling their volume. So right now, BURU has 6 million when we have a 20 million share stock up here moving. So it's like, we need some eyes on this stock for it to give some nice moves. And it's being, is it being tripled right now? Yeah, it's being tripled. Buru's volume is being tripled there. IFRX continues to hold up. We thought it was going to break down, continues to hold at 550 for now. All right. And that's coming down. Okay. Buru, you're not looking too good, man. You're not looking too good. You're looking like you're drying up on me. Where is that million shares down here? Not seeing any kind of million shares, but maybe I'm just not being patient because we're inside of the first hour of open. IFRX continues to look like it wants to go higher. It looks like a grinder for real. Continues to hold VWAP 550s. First candle got this 11 million shares traded on that first candle, and almost a million traded right here around VWAP at the 550. So looking like it's moving like a grinder. We'll see though. Where do I think the next support will be on Buru? Let's go see. After the 5, I would look at the previous. Oops, I would look at the previous consolidation. So it consolidated here. It's looking like it wants to break down this previous consolidation above the 5. So the next bottom consolidation will be around here, maybe the $4. It could possibly be like right up in here around, or it could get a bounce off of one of these tops. So it's kind of hard to say here because it looks like it wants to break down this first consolidation into this previous consolidation here, 460-ish, 450-ish, something like that. But we'll have to see. It is getting a little bit of buying pressure under here though, off of this secondary test here of it didn't even get all the way to this previous bottom. So that's a little bit of strength. Five, but you don't want to get caught because it's got 40 cents to get back to VWAP, and it can definitely get there. The only problem is it's fighting a 4-hour candle that is red right now. For this to go back green, it would need to get past the 567 for this to go green, and that's where I'll be looking to take an entry and use this bottom as support. Because at this point, we don't know if this is support or not. The candle hasn't closed yet, but the bigger candle, the 4-hour candle, if it starts to go green, it matters more. It's a larger time frame candle, which means a flip on that candle will be more powerful, if that makes sense. So, 567 is the break point for it to go back green, and which would be an entry that I would like if it was later on in the day. But right now in this first hour, you can take the trade if you want, but it's just not my type of. It doesn't align with my rules. But it's definitely 567 is where I will be looking for this thing to hold up. That would take the 4-hour and the hour candle green. There it is, green. So now the question is, can it hold green? So your risk here from 564 is this bottom. That's about 50 cents of risk. So if you took a starter lower, you could add to this. But now taking the 4-hour green, now we're about to see, can this thing do some push-ups? Can it push through this level of VWAP? VWAP was at the 573, right at the 575s. Can this thing hold now that everybody's seeing this green come in here? Is the question. It double tested this $5. And the question is, can it go ahead and rip through that or can it hold the 567s green on all of these candles? And this is another reason I like to see these candles close. You don't know what kind of action is going to come here. And if IFRX continues to hold VWAP, you're definitely not going to get the move that you want. Because why? This volume is making it a higher competitor than Buru on the day. So can it continue to hold this 550? It looks like a grinder. It'll do a breakout, come back down. Do a breakout, come back down. We've seen this multiple times before, and this is why I like these types to fail before I try to trade anything that may not be competing on the day. Like Buru. Buru, that volume is just sickening. If this thing makes it to what, 30 million, 40 million, and Buru's still just now getting to 10 million, I'm not touching Buru. Buru's dead to me. Dead to me. And if we jump over here to TOS and we look at the scans, these are the top volume movers. We can see where Buru is on the top volume movers. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8th on the list down here. So it's not even just competing with this low float, it's competing with higher float stocks as well. Higher float stocks that are even red on the day are getting more volume than it. So I'm like, not looking too good. It's got to start competing. So it's back trying to hold this 67. I don't like this struggle around that 567. That's just not good. If the 567 is taking it green, it should be a strong green off of the 567 break. Strong green, but it's kind of like, we may or may not break. No, I don't like that. It needs to go ahead and break if it's going to break. Taking a lot of time there. All right, IFRX, like I said, looking like it wants to grind higher. Will it go ahead and get over the 575s here and continue to try to break this high of the 593? If it breaks 75, it's definitely got a good chance of going. 573, there's 75, 79 there. Looking for it to continue to grind above 550. This is just shaking out those weak hands. Looking for it to continue to break here. 592 grinder. I'm telling you, this is a grinder. Moves just like a grinder. Pretends to fake down. Comes back up. It'll stop you out. Come back up. Stop you out. This is one of those you just got to kind of get in and be like, take a deep breath and don't let it, put a solid stop in, but don't let it, kill you with all of these bounces. Buru. Okay, Buru. Buru. Still though, you need more volume here. Where is your volume? Do you even have enough to do a proper breakout? Is the question now. So the top of this previous candle is 635, right? Resistance on the 15-minute. If you break into these levels, these previous levels, are there enough buyers to keep you alive above this level? We're about to see. And this is the first test. Of course, for me, if I was going to trade this, I would still have 30 minutes before I'm looking for entries. I'm letting all of this play out. I want to see what a breakout looks like for this thing. Does the breakout break out and then does a harsh snap back? Or does it break out and hold strong? You know, and so that makes me more confident on future breakouts. Now, the other problem with this one is I buy below VWAP. So it never gave a nice dip for accumulation below VWAP. So there'll be another rule that would keep me out of this one. I need to buy low and sell high. I have to buy low and sell high. That's how I stay safe and consistent. Okay, so IFR continue to hold this 550 up, just grinding higher slowly. We'll see if it can get a hold of the 575 up here. Continues to get a lot of attention. We have 25 million shares traded, and seems like it's just a short trap. It continues to try to fake down, and comes right back up to the levels that it just left. Look at those shorts trying to take it down. Look at that pump down. Look at that pump down, and still not even breaking down VWAP. Look at that. Pops right back up. Let's see if it can get back to the 70s. A lot of red on tape, still can't break it down. Big red coming through on that tape. I'll be scared to short this one. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't care what these candles look like. This thing is grinding above VWAP, doing fakes and all of this. Nah, bruh. No. Okay, so it finally gave a little bit. Did it trap the short? Wow, look at that buy up. 517 right back up. See, this is what I'm talking about with a choppy stock. Having paper hands will get you killed. Having a very close stop will get you killed. Because where'd that thing dive to? 550 down here to the 525, right back up to the level that it just left, which was VWAP. And now the shorts are like, oh my gosh, we need to short this heavy because this thing is now going against us. It has captured some of those limit orders down there by shorts and brought them right back up to VWAP. This is not something you play with as a short. You just can't play with a choppy stock like this because it can just chop upwards all day long. And you just see your bank account get drained as a short. Let's jump back over here to Buru. What you out here doing? Okay, it did a breakout. Great. Almost to 10 million, still getting doubled by what, 2 or 3 stocks. And this is the breakout. What does the breakout look like? This is a part of the analysis, doing your due diligence to see what the action, like let's say if I was going to take a breakout. Why take the breakout if I haven't seen a breakout yet on this one, right? How does it break out? Is it strong? Is it with range? Is it going to hold? All these questions need to be answered. And also, I was thinking IFRX had better incentive Buru had a better incentive being in a energy kind of thick environment. People been looking for AI, energy, things like that. I was thinking, man, this thing can go. But it just doesn't seem like it's getting the love from the people that we want to see. So I'm expecting some very weak breakouts. This breakout was from the 644 and yeah, has a high up here of the almost $7 and just kind of weak breakout, you know. Let's see if it falls back below. There's the fall back. So yeah, people just not in love with that stock like they are with IFRX, which continues to trap shorts here, continues to hold VWAP and continues to break higher. Let's see if it can get over this 562. Oh, I need to get to my meeting. Today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you're gonna trade, be careful. IFRX is looking like the main low float mover on today. Buru just did not capture the heart of the people. But yeah, I gotta get out of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Look at this. Look at this. Look, do y'all see this? This thing's about to break. Anyway, this is why I like studying the market. This is why I like, being aware of what's going on and not getting caught and getting my shoes taken. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I got to get off of here. Got to get to the meeting. If you're gonna keep trading, be careful. Keep your head on a swivel. And as always, I will see you guys on Wednesday morning, or not Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Friday morning. We have a Discord. Let me drop that Discord link. I didn't even have time to do it. But this is where we talk after the fact. After I go off stream, we do all of the market analysis in here. If you want to be a part, it's free, no paywalls or anything like that. Come on, Discord, stop playing. Oh, I forgot I didn't boot it up today. That's why. Okay. But yeah, try to stay safe and consistent out here in these crazy markets. Okay. So here's the Discord link. And y'all be whoa, what? Oh, come on, bro. Ugh, that was crazy. I gotta get off of here. It's trying to hold me. Let me go back to the. I guess we could watch this for now, till I set this up. Oh, come on, man. But yeah, it's looking like it's gonna break. Oh my gosh, it's taking me through the ringer. There we go. All right, now here's the Discord link. All right, and so it did a little quick break up there, and I think it's just gonna grind higher for real. Definitely one to watch, and this is why I kind of stay away from these that are getting their volumes doubled and tripled. Man, that's the main reason. It just always never ends well for me. But anyway, I am ready to shut down now. The Discord link is in there if you want to check it out. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.